iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here, race fans, to the Homestead Miami Speedway here tonight for the Black Rifle Coffee 135, presented by the Checkered Flag Auto Supply. And man, is it good to be here at Miami Homestead, because this track is one of the best tracks on the sim. And I say that because it is wide enough to go 3, 4, 5 wide in the corners here tonight. A lot of the drivers here tonight talking about, are we going to be able to utilize that outside lane, or is the inside lane going to be wrapping the bottom the way to go? Maybe drive it right through the middle. We will be able to see some slide jobs here tonight if these drivers are willing to pony up those cojones and drive it deep off into the corner. But tonight, well, coming in, who has the point standings lead coming in? That is Zach Mitchell, who has the overall points lead after last week's dominating win at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. That's right, we went to the Brickyard and we went road course racing. Unfortunately, yours truly missed the show. We apologize for that one, but I guess it was a Zach Mitchell, well, dominating race. Zach Mitchell does hold the points lead now with Max Terrell, Chris Hammett, Michael Trevarth, and DJ Anderson, the top 5. The drivers, though, that are locked in on wins this season are obviously Zach Mitchell picking up the win last week, Chris Hammett, and DJ Anderson. Those drivers all have wins here in the first 3 races of the season, this being the 4th race of the season right here. And we do have the Silverados, the Ford F-150s, and those Toyotas. They're not truck. I guess they are. They're trucks here tonight. We got the Toyotas out there also. So those 3 manufacturers will battle here around this 1.5 mile speedway and see after 90 laps which one of them are able to go to victory lane here tonight in the Black Rifle Coffee 135 here at Miami. And it is time already, just like that. These drivers ready to go racing. So let's head down track side now and get that starting lineup here tonight. Starting lineup brought to us by our friends over at Simbox. You don't have a button box, you need a button box. This would be the perfect place to have one if it was on your sim rig here tonight. Head on over to facebook.com/SimboxPC and get your custom button box made today. Starting lineup will look like this. Driver car number 51, the white out performance entry. Pretty much it'll be DJ Anderson. And back there, P number 2, he drives truck number 2, Michael Trevarthen. Sean Single will start from 3rd here tonight, while Sean Butler, it's the Sean and Sean show on row 2, Butler to start 4th. Dalton Williamson will start 5th here tonight, while James Skelton will start back into the 6th spot. Jeffrey Souza, great starting spot here tonight in car number 4, he'll start 7th. Max Terriot will go from the 8th starting spot, while Eric Stout in 9th. Tim Williams, look at that. Old Tim, the Canadian Bacon Eater Williams, will start into the 10th spot, while Zach Mitchell back into the 11th starting spot. 12th here tonight will be Cody Sleeper. 12th will be the new dad, the Cuban Missile of Roy Fernandez. Richard Murdoch back there, 14th. 15th to Joe Strano. 16th to the Simbox 77 of Doug Neal. Then it'll be Tim Combs in 17th. 18th to go to Tony Strano. 19th to Jason Wells. And it's A.J. Himmel rounding out the top 20. 21st on the call here tonight. That'll be the driver of truck number 62. That'll be Ethan Troutman. Philly Edwards in 22nd. Joshua Buckley back in 23rd. 24th to Ryan O'Donnell. 25th to Dan Butler. Dustin Gainey in 26th here tonight. Cole Day starting way back in the 27th spot. Donald Bennett right next door. Car 31 and 28. 29th here tonight will be Chris Hammond. He's got a long way to go. Brandon Feeney in 30th. Robin Higgins back in 31st. Kevin O'Brien, fresh off visiting the Australian V8 Supercar Series. He will start 32nd and 33rd here tonight. On the call will be Bob Higgins in the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, celebrating 20 years in business up there in Mayor, Massachusetts. That will be your 33 truck field here at Miami Homestead. It's the Black Rifle Coffee 135 as we come out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air, 90 laps of distance. See if these tailgaters are able to come up through the gearboxes here as they do. No problems into turn number 1. See if they come out of turn number 2. As a couple drivers already 3 wide back there. Dan Butler right on the top. And Joshua Buckley were 3 wide off 2. A lot of racing, top move up there. That'll be the 45 of Tim Williams. There you see him. But lap number 1 going to go to the white out. Number 51 of DJ Anderson. Anderson leading the way there. Michael Travart and Sean Butler. Biggest mover on lap number 1 going to be Joe Strano back here. There you see the 43 of Joe Strano down on the bottom side of the speedway. Been able to pick up 3 spots since the drop of the green flag in lap number 1. He's get down to the inside. That is Cody Sleeper. Truck number 7. 1 truck into the outside wall. I believe that may have been the 8 machine. Or actually, correction, that was the 45 of Tim Williams. The truck got a little tight off turn 4. Williams went up into the outside wall. So that'll pancake the side of truck number 45. We'll see if he can continue on. There's the Black Rifle Coffee, number 69, Roy Fernandez. Roy now not only racing Peter's Light for his wife Melissa, but also has a brand new baby girl, Maria, out there. So a new family member out there cheering on Dad. Right now, Roy Fernandez is in 12th position right now in that truck number 69. 8 right now. There you see the 69 down the back straightaway. Here comes a pass down to the inside. Zach Mitchell trying to get around number 45 of Tim Williams. He'll work the bottom side down here in 3 and 4. Trying to wrap that white line down there. That might be a very little bend. So we'll fall back. There is the Craig's Pizza, number 62. He was like Ethan Troutman. Back here has picked up 3 spots already. Early going here for the driver out of Tennessee. Trying to see if he can work up through the field yet today. Very long way to go. There's also the 18 of A.J. Campbell back here. Doug Neal, Joshua Buckley, Dustin Gainey. A lot of these drivers having some lackluster qualifying efforts here tonight at Miami. They're trying to work through the field now. Nothing happening up here in the top half of this field. There was the 4 of Souza. Souza's trying to diamond off the corner. See if he can get a run here. Number 11. There you see 4 now down to the inside. The stand analyzer, number 4. Jonica single to the outside. See if he can put 2 cents together here and hold off that number 4. He will. line. Give it to Sean Single. Still holding on to that force spot. You see everybody tucking back in line all through the field here. Joshua Buckley is the only driver that is side by side right now here on lap number 7. And you see Dustin Gainey way high line around the outside. Josh Buckley will actually make the pass there on Doug Neal, putting Neal back now into 21st, and Dustin Gainey right behind him. Ryan O'Donnell getting passed up. That's the number 6. That is Chris Hammond. Hammond's going to slide up. Ryan O'Donnell, caution lights. Oh no, a couple of our front runners around here. The track is clogged. The driver's still getting into it. Roy Fernandez damage on his number 69. Doug Neal also having damage on the Simbox 77 entry. Caution flag will fly here on lap number 8 here tonight. They've all started towards the front of the field inside the top 5. As Doug Neal will roll away in the Simbox 77 entry. Smoke bellowing out of the back of his truck. It's his birthday here tonight, and that candle is puffing out the back end of the 77. Take a look here as Dalton Williamson was to the inside and got tight up the speedway into the 4 of Souza. Turned Souza around, and then Tim Williams going to turn the 69 around. Cody Sleeper, nowhere to go. Sleeper into the back there of Roy Fernandez. Oh, Joe Strano was hard into the back also of the 7 of Sleeper, and A.J. Hamill into the back also. Big chain reaction here out of turn number 4. Right on board with Roy Fernandez. Right there, Doug Neal hard on the brake, sliding through. A lot of trucks going to have some damage here now tonight. Right on board with Victory Junction, number 3 of Tony Strano. Watch the track just get clogged. Slows her way down, and he'll be all right. No damage for the 3 of Tony Strano. He just comes to a stop here. So varying strategies also here under this caution flag. Split decision by a lot of the field. Some drivers coming to pit road, some drivers staying out. Not quite halfway on the fuel run for these drivers. Of course, the lap times did start made a lot of sense. Start to drop off here. So drivers like DJ Anderson, Sean Butler, Richard Mona, James Skelton, they all came to pit road. The drivers that you see out there that are from the 8th position forward, Dan Butler, Philly Edwards, Ryan O'Donnell, Chris Hammett, Joshua Buckley, Zach Mitchell, Sean Single, and Michael Trevarthen, they all have elected to stay out here under this first caution flag of the evening, so they will restart in the top 8 positions. Everybody else behind them, varying strategies, either fuel, 2 tires, or 4 tires. We'll see if we can touch on them a little bit later on here into this run, see how they fare out. A.J. Hamill, Doug Neal, Roy Fernandez, and Cody Sleeper have not returned back to the speedway just yet, as we are coming back to green flag. Dalton Williamson, Joe Strano, Jeffrey Souza have all returned back to the racetrack along with Tim Williams. Those were drivers that were involved in that first wreck of the night here on lap number 8. Coming back into the restart zone here. Get the Black Rifle Coffee Company 135 back underway here tonight. Green flag up, here we go. Sean Single's truck jumped out from underneath him a little bit, so he'll lose the back into 1, and they're already stacked up 3 wide. Philly Edwards going to be pushed to the outside. Murdoch down to the bottom. Sean Butler coming up through the gut like a running back. 1 driver down off the racing surface. That was the 12 of Eric Stout. Stout will get the truck backfired and aimed into the right direction. Come by, and we'll see it will be Michael Trevarthen leading the first lap back to green. See drivers jockeying. There's the 51 of DJ Anderson. He did come to pit road. He put 4 tires on that all-white number 51, the Fox Shocks entry. He said anytime it's a night race this year, he'll drive the all-white machine. Anytime it's a day race, he'll drive the all-black Fox entry. Whoa, 3 wide, a little bit deeper into the field back there. I believe, is that Philly Edwards that just got split by the Baja Blast entry of Tim Combs. And now Edwards, Iron Maiden, number 73, all down off the pace. Remember, he started inside the top 10 there about this restart. The truck just not handling the Edwards likings. 3 wide, there's Ryan O'Donnell to the outside. Remember, he's one of those drivers that did not come to pit road. Buckley going to dive underneath. Try to make a pass down the back straightaway here with Ryan O'Donnell. Sean Butler's right there. He did come to pit road, and he did put 4 tires on the 88 for Butler. It's still Michael Trevarthen, but Zach Mitchell is right there also. Hot on the heels. 3 Fords, 4 Fords out front with a Toyota. Then it's a Ford, and then a slew of Chevrolets back behind them. Ryan O'Donnell up into the outside wall. Just a little push of it. Nothing gonna really hurt the hurt that turbo dork machine. Not gonna damage it really. Just a little scrape on that beautiful turbo dork entry. Joshua Buckley really sent it off into the corner. Had to hit the hooks. Now he's gonna slide up in front of the Adventure in Pixel 01 of Richard Murdoch. As though they're trying to figure out which way, who's gonna bob, who's gonna zag, who is gonna weave, because there's 3 trucks, because there's the Fisherman. The 86 of James Skelton right there. Also battle for the race lead, though. Slides up front. It'll be Zach Mitchell taking the race lead here. So Zach Mitchell sails her off into the corner, gets her to stick, and the Rich DPC's number 8 driver out of Minnesota now leading here tonight. Zach Mitchell trying here tonight to go back-to-back. Did it at the Indianapolis road course, and now here tonight leading in Homestead. Trying to run away because he knows DJ Anderson is coming, and DJ has the fresher tires. He is the first truck that was on pit road. That's car 51, DJ Anderson, the all-white Toyota, now in 3rd position. Sean Butler in the 88 also came down 4 tires for him. Then it was James Skelton. There you see the Gavin Boats, number 86 for James Skelton, the driver out of South Carolina. He is sitting in the 7th spot after he just worked his way around Ryan O'Donnell. So those are the top drivers that have taken tires. And then there's Richard Murdoch back here, the Adventure in Pixel 01, the driver out of South Carolina. Well, I believe that's his brother out there tuning in tonight, letting us know that he's, got a brand new VR headset on the sim rig, and maybe it'll help Richard. Or see. I was talking to Murdoch the other day on the way to work, and I sent him a Snapchat of my Silverado, and he likes to point out all the time that, Roger, you don't wear your seatbelt, and don't tell the cops, race fans. I think Murdoch might be a secret cop. Sean Butler trying to make the pass here on Sean Single. Remember, they started on the 2nd row together. DJ Anderson also with the new tires going for the race lead. He'll hold the bottom side in 1 and 2. Another Lee James possible pending here, and it will as they cross the scoring lead. So Zach Mitchell just going to try to take the Ford back down to the bottom side. DJ Anderson back out front here tonight. It'll be 18 laps completed here. The Black Rifle Coffee 135, the 90-lap feature event here tonight. Look at Butler. He'll dive to the bottom side, and look at those new tires. Just able to really sail off into the corner. Ryan O'Donnell up top. So Zach Mitchell up top. Both those trucks have used tires. Everyone's going to used and probably looking at about 8 laps away from pitting. If you're those drivers, they are playing the long-run strategy here. And this long run is going to pay off for number 6 of Chris Hammett, because Chris Hammett had a terrible qualifying effort in truck number 6. He was way deep into the field to start this one here tonight. He has picked up 26 positions. Him and Ryan O'Donnell. O'Donnell's getting passed up by the 0-1 of Murdoch right now. And Murdoch got Max Theriault right there. Theriault, maybe a little contact down the back straightaway. Little contact from Murdoch and the number 42 there of Terriel. Got them both a little out of shape. Let Ryan O'Donnell come back on the outside, but the tire's just too ruined out right now for Ryan O'Donnell. Not going to really be able to defend too hard. He'll get the momentum off the top side, and actually Murdoch's going to go up there and block the advances of the number 98, see if he can get a little bit of a draft on the rear tail of that 01 and send the Adventure and Pixels entry off into an Adventure. Sean Butler still on the move there. You see the 88 on the inside, trying to get around that number 8 of Zach Mitchell. 8's are wild, battling for the second position, and yep, Zach Mitchell knows that he's at a disadvantage, so he'll just let him go, and he'll just fall back into third. When you know you're at a tire disadvantage, you don't want to put up too much of a battle like Zach Mitchell did there, because you know if you put the battle up, you're just going to end up hurting those tires that are already used that are on life support. So why beat them up when you don't have to? See everybody fans out down the straightaways and then down into the corners. They single it out, and then everybody picks a groove, middle, high, bottom. Pretty much anywhere you want to go here tonight, we're going to see racing. We've only seen passes really down to the bottom side here early on, but that does not mean that outside groove's not going to come in on a long run. Remember, everybody here tonight is on a little bit different varying strategies. Some drivers came to pit road, some drivers stayed out here, some drivers put 2 tires on. As you see a little contact there, Max Tarrant was into the back. That was the number 6 of Chris Hammett. Max has the fresh tires, Hammett does not. One driver peeling off the raceway here. That is the number 6 of Chris Hammett and Ryan O'Donnell. Both of them will come to pit road. So both those drivers come to pit road. There you see the 6, Chris Hammett, will come to a stop in his pit stall. They will go to work. It'll be 4 tires and fuel for the number 6 of Chris Hammett. That leaves DJ Anderson out front because there's a battle back here that's still brewing. And I thought Zach Mitchell would have faded off the back of the number 88 here, Sean Butler, but Mitchell has not. And now it looks like Mitchell will give up his top running spot. He will come to pit road to the Rich D's PC. And hard for Sean Single coming to pit road also. Sean Single, heavy on the brakes, coming to pit road. And that number 11 Cartoon Network entry got it low down, but we'll see because that was a hot entry to pit road. There you see Zach Mitchell. He'll make the left turn, slow into his pit box. So DJ Anderson out front almost as called 3/4 of a second gap right now over Sean Butler and James Skelton back here. There you see Skelton, he's got Max Tarrant, Michael Trevor is the only driver that has yet to come to pit road. Him and Joshua Buckley actually are the last drivers that will enter pit road. So Michael Trewarthen will actually have himself a solid run going here. Expect to see him this lap. You see him go down to the bottom down here into 3. That might be the good indication to the number 62 of Ethan Troutman that he will come to pit road. So that's why he's holding the bottom side of the speedway. As you see it, full fan down to the inside, and now he'll come to pit road. So Trewarthen's in. Here comes Joshua Buckley, also the Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry. Philly Edwards, the Iron Maiden 73, also coming to pit road. This is a scheduled stop for Philly Edwards. So everybody getting their service done here. Split the field in half on the strategies. Remember, 8 drivers specifically did not. Something happened to Philly Edwards down on pit road. Had a little incident getting into his pit stall, but all is well for Philly Edwards. There's the 6. That is Chris Hammett. Hammett is following the 8 of Zach Mitchell. Those are the drivers that all came to pit road late. Remember, they just made their stop. So now they are a lap down currently, trying to work themselves through the field here. And if we stay green, we're going to have to see them on pit road a handful more times tonight. Nobody can make it from where they are sitting right now with the fuel and tires here, because we're not even halfway. So we're going to have to see where that is. Let me whip out the old calculator here real quick and see. This will be about 3.5 stops needed for most of these truckers here tonight. See if that holds true for the race leader, DJ Anderson out front, the all-white Fox entry here tonight. The driver out of Virginia, one-time winner this season. So he's picked up one. Losing the spot there to Tim Collins. That's the 8 of Zach Mitchell. That's getting around Murdoch now. That's not a battle for position, race fans. Don't worry. Tim Williams back down pit road in truck number 45. There you see the BK Paynes Platinum RV and Services number 45. So as he comes down, nice and easy for him. Higgins in the Macho Man entry, losing a spot. Eric Stout. Stout truck looking very loose here tonight, that Toyota. We saw on that restart that truck did go down to the inside, move off turn number 2. No reports of anything actually wrong with that truck, but it was pretty loose. Looking at the alien trying to pass the number 3 of Tony Strano. There's Jason Wells there in the number 64, the neon yellow, neon green, if you will, machine. Not a very good qualifying effort for Jason Wells. Wells will actually come to pit road here on 32. This is a scheduled stop for Jason Wells. He's one of those drivers that came down pit road on the first caution flag of the evening. So this is a scheduled stop here for Wells. Wells will have to pit 2 more times from this point on here tonight. Look at the tire difference, though. That 8 machine of Zach Mitchell, remember, has the new tires. So does Chris Hammett. One driver coming to pit road. That's Tim Holmes back there in the background. This is the 8, though, of Zach Mitchell. He is going to unlap himself here. Watch him go to the top side of the speedway, and he'll just be able to keep his right foot in this and drive right around the race leader. So Zach Mitchell going and getting it back the old school way here tonight. That number 8 now back onto the lead lap. So with Mitchell on the lead lap, that'll put 18 drivers, but we're in the midst of another green flag pit cycle, because look at everybody that's coming to pit road right now. There's the 4, there's the 17, the 40, and it's going to continue to get busy here. Oh, no! Rob Higgins just spun his number 40 machine out on pit road. He went to come out of his pit stall, hammered on the gas, dumped the clutch, and the truck went dead right. I guess that's just saying those Fords have that much power. Yeah, I air quoted to myself, race fans. Air quoted. Tony Strano, Dalton Williamson, and Brandon Feeney also down on pit road. There you see the 6 getting his lap back. That'll be Chris Hammett. More drivers coming to pit road. James Skelton having some problems. Tokyo Drift style. Tokyo Drift style there for James Skelton entering pit road. The Cayman's Boats number 86 must have hit a wave and came on in. He's got some damage to the rear deck lid of that Cayman Boats number 86. How did he enter pit road? We'll take a look at this. This is the replay. Watching the Cayman Boats entry sideways. Sideways the transition. Don't tell that man he can't drive it. Oh, and Dustin Gainey almost into the back of Cold Day. So pit road, a very busy place right now. On and off, everybody is down on pit road, so that should turn things back over here to Zach Mitchell, Chris Hammett, and Michael Trevarthen, because DJ Anderson, Matt Terrell, and Sean Butler, who are on pit road currently, are being scored as the race leaders, but they're on pit road, so this should all cycle back through, and we should see where everybody lands then. Zach Mitchell probably a good 15 laps away from making his second pit stop of the night if we were to get there. And that's right, I said pit stop. One driver is completely out of this race here tonight, and actually call that 3 drivers because it's Cody Sleeper, Roy Fernandez, Doug Neal, and add Joe Strano to the list of drivers that are out of this race. A.J. Hamill still sitting on pit road here tonight in truck number 18. His night, though, looking like it's going to be over. Battle back here for This is the 8th position after the green flag pit cycle. Everybody has now made their second stop here. Well, at least a stop. A lot of drivers have made now their second stop tonight. Those drivers all being drivers that pitted back on the caution flag on lap 8. So everybody that came out of pit road just now are all... Oh, something happened. Max Terrill down there having some problems. Max Terrill off turn number 2 went dead left down to the infield. That truck is off the pace. Looks like now he's trying to get it back wound up. Spots. So he'll go from battling inside the top 10 back here to just inside the top 15. 14th now. DJ Anderson does lead the brigade of drivers that are pitted. It's Anderson, Skelton in that brigade. The drivers, though, that are out front, they're all chasing Zach Mitchell. I want to see DJ Anderson's lap time this time versus the race leader. We'll check him at the line. We'll see what the difference is. At the line, it was a 33.92 for Zach Mitchell to a 33.28 there for DJ Anderson, so a half a second. Max Terrill actually just turned his fastest lap of the race. He turned the fastest lap, actually, overall tonight. So the fastest lap, Max Terrill must be on the hammer, on that loud pedal now, trying to put the pedal through the metal, if you will. Caught Richard Murdoch. Him and Murdoch are on that same tire strategy here tonight. Both drivers pitting back on lap 34 and 35. Race leader, second place, and then there's third and fourth. Right now, it is all a Ford top 5 here at Homestead as we close in on the halfway portion of the Black Rifle Coffee Company. 1:35 here for the Miami Homestead Speedway. Top 5, and then it's 2 Toyotas, and then what's called about 15 Chevrolets back there. So Ford is leading the way if you are a manufacturer race fan out there tonight. With Zach Mitchell leading this race. Kevin O'Brien, we talked about him. He's always, well, we're always talking about him from being from Australia. One of the best things about being in Australia is not Foster's beer race fan. He tells me that Australians actually do not drink Foster's beer. Can you believe that? They promote it here in the States as, well, it's the Australian beer. I know, odd. But one of the best things about living in Australia, Kevin O'Brien does have the Australian V8 touring cars, and those machines are absolutely beautiful. Brand new, unveiled this past season for manufacturers with Chevrolet and Ford, having the Camaro and the Mustang. He was just at the races the other day. And when they have events in Australia, it is more like, well, a party atmosphere. The Australians are crazy to start with. They love their horsepower, their burnouts, and of course, so do us Americans who love bald eagles coming out the tailpipes. But Kevin O'Brien was in attendance, and he kept posting videos all day. I'm telling you, the Australian V8 cars do come to America once a year down to the Circuit of America in Texas. I always wanted to go. So if anybody wants to buy me a ticket, I'd be willing to go. I'd be willing to meet you there. Kevin O'Brien, one of the luckiest people that live in Australia that races here with red light racing. And he's into cricket. Is anybody into cricket? I don't even know what cricket is. Everybody's still finding a groove right now. Wells and Cole Day back here. That's the only side-by-side battle. As Cole Day will pass up number 64 Wells right now. Cole Day on about 3 lap pressure tires. And the Greg's Pizza Green Chevrolet making a pass here on Sean Butler. So with the Greg's Pizza machine, he's got to be delivering a pizza here tonight. He is fast. So Troutman there into the 8th position. Tony Strano back here. He's been into the outside wall. There's some damage on the Victory Junction number 3 entry. As back here running 19th. Eric Stout is 18th. Donald Bennett right ahead of them. He is running into the 17th position. When does Zach Mitchell decide to come to pit road? Well, he pitted back on lap number 24. So probably expect him here in about 2 to 3 laps coming to pit road. Battle for second is starting to heat up because Michael Trevarthen has run down the number 6 of Chris Hammett. That would be a battle for the second spot here. As it sounds like Zach Mitchell's coming to pit road. He will come to pit road, and he's actually going to drag along the number 6 of Chris Hammett and Sean Single and Ryan O'Donnell. So 4 out of the top 5 drivers coming to pit road. Michael Trevarthen will lead a lap here tonight, though. So all those drivers coming to pit road. There's Billy Edwards. He is leaving pit road. He was just down on pit road again. Where's the race leader is the question. Trevarthen's down in 3 and 4. Does he come this time? Must be getting some great fuel mileage in that number 2 machine, so he'll stay out. They're still going to have to make another pit stop, even if he stops right here, right now, with those other Fords. They will come out of pit road. There you saw the number 8 of Zach Mitchell down on the inside. The Rich DPC's entry coming back out. There's the race leader on the racing surface, and now there's Zach Mitchell. First truck, 1 lap down. We'll be able to blend up into traffic, and then we'll have about, let's say, about 10 laps till the next group of trucks coming to pit road. We're still expecting Dan Butler to make his second stop here tonight along with Joshua Buckley. There you see Buckley and Granny Hips, Walkers and Canes entry, and that truck looked like it was loose and it was ready to take off on him. He says it's going to snow up there in Massachusetts, race fans. Parked his car underneath a tree with a hanging branch. I guess he's trying to see if he can get a convertible. Smashed in roof. We can go get a Sawzall from the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, race fans. What do you say? Tim Combs coming to pit road, the golfer out of Ohio. We'll come down here to see if he can refill his Mountain Dew Baja Blast bottle. Dan Butler also coming in back there, that orange number 21 Toyota. Pit road speed, 45 miles an hour here at Homestead. So who's now the race leader? Michael Trevarthen gives up the race lead, and he'll come to pit road, so that means it's James Skelton now as the race leader. So it's Skelton, it's Anderson. Then Troutman. You see the 8 down there, just outside. There he is in the picture frame. Zach Mitchell is trying to unlap himself for the second time tonight. Cat and mouse kind of game. Everybody, we told you, is on a little bit different strategies. Just look how those tires being moved. Just roll the center of the corner. At the line, it was going to be Zach Mitchell back onto the lead lap. Who's the second driver that is off the lead lap? There it is. Truck number 6, Chris Hammett. Hammett, and then it's Single. Single's back here trying to work through some of these Chevrolets. And how it changes. Remember when it was 5 Stranglehold at the top of Ford Blue Ovals? Well, now it's 2 Toyotas and then a slew of Chevrolets. These long green flag runs here tonight are allowing drivers to really cycle in and out of the top 10. There's the number 15 of Dustin Gainey, the Lowe's entry. Usually you see Chick-fil-A also on some of Dustin Gainey's machines. Right ahead of him, that's the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen a lap down. He was one of the drivers that just come to pit road. Joshua Buckley back out onto the racetrack after his pit stop back on lap number 50. So 3 laps ago, the Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry came to pit road. So did Eric Stout. So both those drivers on the same strategy. Tony Strano returning to the racetrack as one driver hard into the outside wall back there. That was the Philly Edwards, number 73 entry. He was into the outside wall. Skelton's still the race leader. Zach Mitchell was able to unlap himself. Next truck that will unlap himself will be the Cartoon Network 2 Cents entry. Let's see if they stay away from each other. 2 Cents and Skelton have had some problems, and looks like they're going to play nice here on this one. It's almost like the Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin effect between these two drivers. They seem to have magnets, and they always find each other on the racetrack. So now that Sean Single gets his lap back, it would be Tim Combs, and that Chevrolet back there is struggling to find speed here tonight. Good on the short runs, but when it gets to that long run, it seems like he loses something. Ryan O'Donnell is right there, though. That Ford looked pretty stout. He's in 18th, but that's because of the way the pit cycles are. We talked about it. Everybody on a little different run. Michael Trevarthen closing in here. Ryan O'Donnell. That will be a valuable position here for just a couple of laps. Remember, Trevarthen pitting back on lap number 50. Ryan O'Donnell pitting on lap number 46. So there's definitely a tire discrepancy between those drivers. You see, Michael Trevarthen was able to really just sail past the 88 there of Sean Butler. One driver coming to pit road, that was Jeffrey Souza. Remember, he was wrapped up in that first wreck of the evening. Terrell to the inside of Troutman. Troutman, though, able to carry the momentum down the back straightaway off turn 2. See if he can get that momentum down here at 3 and 4, or is 1 and 2 just that much better? And it looks like it will be Max Terrell to slide up the banking. He'll take the spot out of turn 4. So it's Skelton, Anderson, Terrell here on lap number 58, the top 3 competitors here tonight. Here comes the Tim Combs entry. He'll try to make a pass here. Down on the bottom side. He's trying to do everything he can to hustle this machine. Trying to pick up some spots here. Trevarthen did get around Ryan O'Donnell also. Brandon Feeney in the Auto Tire and Safeties, number 38, coming to pit road. There you see the Canadian. Driver out of Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. On pit road. This is his 3rd pit stop of the evening. You can tell he's been into the outside wall there. Drop the jack and go for the number 38 of Brandon Feeney. Somebody who's been silent all night. It's the guy who he told me he's looking for a house. So if you have a house for sale out there in the Indy area, Colt Day might be in the possibility of buying it. Just got a real world job, graduated from college, and we're seeing how he can navigate pit road. I bet he was slamming on his rock star right there. So Cole Day coming to pit road. Same with James Skelton, Ethan Troutman, Richard Murdoch, Dustin Gainey, and Donald Bennett also coming down. There you see the 31. He'll come to his pit stall. Stop a little short. See if he can get out of that. So it's DJ Anderson still at the front here. Ryan O'Donnell's going to pass to get his lap back. So O'Donnell will get his lap back. Here comes Max Terrell. He'll come to pit road. He'll peel off. So the 42 now to pit road. So when do you come if you're DJ Anderson? You know in the back of your mind here tonight, you already have a win, so you don't have to win here tonight. I mean, winning is great. It keeps somebody else out of the playoffs. But when do you want the tires? Do you want them now or do you want them later on into the event? And it looks like he might be coming to pit road here. Psych! He's going to hammer back down. Looked like by him going to the bottom there in 3, like he wanted to come to pit road. So he stays out. Looking at it, nobody's getting popped on pit road here tonight for too fast entering or speeding or anything like that. So everybody's been in and out of pit road so far. A-okay. Closing in on what might be the final pit stop here. DJ Anderson might be trying to stretch it. As nope, here he comes this time. DJ Anderson to pit road in the number 51. He'll bring Sean Butler. They will not be able to make it on fuel. So as they come to pit road, there is Zach Mitchell. He'll cycle back to the race lead, and he'll have about a 1.2 second gap over Chris Hammett. There's Hammett, and then Sean Single, and then Tim Combs, and then Michael Trevarthen. All right, we can do this all day, race fans, with the camera. James Skelton is trying to make a pass here on Wells, though. Both of them pitting back on lap 50. Max Terrell trying to work around the stand analyzer number 4. He will do that. Not a battle for position, though, for Max Terrell, but it was for James Skelton. So Skelton now into the 7th spot. Richard Murdoch a little deeper back. There he is. He just got around the Eric Stout entry. Here comes Cole Day. Cole Day and Murdoch on the same strategy here. Lap number 59 is when they came to pit road, and Cole Day's truck's going to take off way up the track. He'll actually get a good run, but Murdoch, the Adventure in Pixels entry, has the advantage down in turn number 1. The inside lane in 1 and 2 have been pretty good here tonight. Murdoch will be able to slide up in front of the 99 of Cole Day, so Day not able to advance this spot. He'll have to lift in 3 and 4. See if he can get that truck to turn a little bit better here and get a better run than what he had last time off 4. He'll have the lap truck of, that is not a lap truck, but it is Joshua Buckley. They're off sequence. Buckley, one of those drivers that are on the long run strategy tonight. Leader across the line. He'll complete lap number 65. We'll see 25 laps to go here. Closing in on the window here for Zach Mitchell. He'll have to pit one more time. Everybody in this field will have to pit one more time, race fans. So we're going to have one more cycle of green flag pit stops. So who's sitting in the catbird seat and who jumps first? Who says when? Trying to think, you're going to probably see Zach Mitchell here in the next 5 to 6 laps. Maybe might push it one more lap, maybe 7. Or see who says what. Murdoch and Cole Day still battling. Cole Day trying to make an outside pass, and looks like he will actually do that. So Cole Day rim rides around the outside here. He'll pick up the 11th spot there from Richard Murdoch. Sean Single going to be the first one of those drivers to pit. He's just inside the window, so he'll come to pit road, and he's actually going to bring the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. Those drivers right on the cusp of being able to make it. The good thing here is if they pit now, which they are, they might be able to roll the dice on a little strategy, maybe 2 tires, not having to take as much fuel. Maybe they'll put 2 tires on these Fords. Let's see. Right tires on for Sean Single. They're going to drop the jack there on the 11. Do they come around to the left side? They do. So it will be a 4-tire stop for the 11. Here comes Zach Mitchell, now Chris Hammett. They're all coming to pit road also. So it is 4 tires for everybody that's on pit road currently. So now's the time. The strategies are playing. Everybody's crunching the numbers. What should we do? 2, 4, gas, only 22 to go. So all the drivers that just came down there, they are good to go the rest of the way. They won't have to make another pit stop here tonight if we go green all the way to the end of this one. So it has now cycled through to James Skelton, Max Terrell, Ethan Troutman there. You see the Greg's Pizza entry. And Cole Day, that's the top 4. Richard Murdoch is sitting into the 5th spot. There's the 2 of Trevarthen. Now the battle for position. So everybody that just came to pit road, I can confirm, There were 4 tires and fuel for everybody except for the Dustin Gainey entry. Gainey came down on 68, and it was just a 2-tire stop for the Lowe's number 15. He's back here into the 24th position. We'll see if that plays out for him here tonight at the end of this one with just 20 laps to go here at Homestead. The Black Rifle Coffee Company keeping us all jacked up on coffee here tonight, keeping us focused on the task at hand. And I'm bringing the race to you guys out there tonight, tuning in on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We enjoy you and welcome you here tonight. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, get the notifications anytime we go live with the series here on Monday night or Thursday night for Red Light Racing. Carrying 2 different Scrambler series. The big tracks here on Monday night and the, well, short tracks, everything under a mile on Thursday night. Wells to pit road, the number 64. Be for his final stop of the evening. Chris Hammett back onto the lead lap. Now it'll be Sean Single's turn to come back onto the lead lap. He's got Barty Rubble with him. Velma. I think I saw Bam Bam somewhere on that truck. Try to get around now. James Skelton is on board camera. Focused. Tim Williams to pit road. His final time here tonight. Cole Day will now come with 17 laps to go. Big wiggle by the Rockstar. So he comes in. Donald Bennett now coming to pit road with truck number 31. So varying strategies still playing out here, unfolding. Kevin O'Brien trying to get his 184 around Brandon Feeney. Feeney's got some shirts for sale, too, for his real racing career. Or they're going to be at that Motorama. Murdoch to pit road, his final stop of the evening. He'll jump first out of the top 5. Dan Butler also coming in. There you see that orange Toyota. Can't miss that on the speedway. James Skelton, his final stop. Uh-oh, Ethan Troutman, hang on to her, old boy. He'll make it into pit road. Like Craig's Pizza Machine almost missed a delivery. Max Terrell, the race leader with 15 to go, still has to make his final stop though. Put fuel in that machine. I do not believe he put tires on. We'll check that and see if that is correct. See where he cycles through to. Zach Mitchell trying to get around the Kevin O'Brien entry, and it looks like he will. O'Brien running into the 5th spot right now. Oh, contact with the outside wall. Kevin O'Brien. Kevin trying to see if that is an aluminum body on the 184. Crinkled up like one of those Foster beer cans. So Max Sterial is still the race leader with DJ Anderson. Sean Butler. There you see the 86 of James Skelton. He's trying to get a lap back. He will do that. Comes the 21 of Butler. He'll dive over the 2. He'll go for another lap back also. I think Max knows at this point he is at a disadvantage because of how long he has been out there. I think he's trying to hope that we can get a late race caution here tonight. That would trap a lot of these drivers a lap down and at a tire disadvantage, then he will be able to come in and take the tires off the truck number 42. A lot of drivers like Zach Mitchell, Chris Hammond, Sean Single would all like to run this one all the way out. It looks like they may be in the catbird seats here tonight. 12 to go, though. We're going to find this one out all together here tonight, race fans. Looking at it, and yeah, cold day, just putting fuel in the number 99 truck here tonight as Tim Combs and Michael Trevelyan got around him, and now he is starting to fade. Watching the lap timers here tonight. Cold day is the slowest truck out of the drivers that are already coming to pit road. So no tires for the 99 of Cold Day. No tires for the 31 of Donald Bennett either on his pit stop. It was fuel only for both those drivers. Ten laps to go for Max Terriot, still the race leader here. Rob Higgins coming to pit road and see if he was able to pull out of his pit stall here. Let's focus on this one. Let's see. Let's put the pressure on him. Pressure is on Rob Higgins to see if he can come out of his pit stall. Yep, looks like this time he will not spin that Randy the Macho Man Savage entry out. Good job, Rob. Tim Combs going to get a lap back here. Got to put 9 trucks on the lead lap. 9 trucks, 9 laps to go. Question being, how far can Max stretch it? Max pitted back on lap number 60 here tonight. That would mean he would have to go 30 laps on this tank of fuel. We haven't seen anybody go more than 24 laps here tonight on a tank of fuel. He's running about 34 and a half seconds a lap, and he's not running the bottom, so I can't say he's really trying to save a lot of fuel in the 42. Let's take a ride. Truck sounds healthy, sounds like he's hammered down, doesn't sound like he's trying to save too much fuel, if any. And when I say if any, I don't think he is. I think you might see him here in about a lap or two coming to pit road, and I would expect just maybe fuel and go from 42. And you can see him trying to get down behind the number 62 there, Troutman. Try and take a little draft, go around the speedway. There's other drivers that can get to come to pit road either, and that's DJ Anderson. There you see the all-white Fox, number 51. DJ Anderson, another one of those drivers. He would have to go 28 laps on fuel here tonight to make it all the way. Sean Butler, Max Terriot coming to pit road right now. So as he was coming to get 6 to go, he'll peel the pit road. Sean Single did lose a spot there. James Skelton also. So Skelton's number 11 fading here late in this one. Max came to pit road, so DJ Anderson now getting the high five from the flagman. It'll be 5 more times around. DJ Anderson now the race leader. Seeing if he can stretch it. 28 laps. Sean Butler just back there also. He also has yet to pit here. And you can tell his truck, he is turning his truck off. He is in fuel save max. He is trying to save. Let's ride on board with him. That truck is definitely off and coasting. All the way to the floor, down the back straightaway, and then off, coasting into the corner. Ginger back to the throttle. Don't want to slip. You slip, you break momentum. 3 to go. Mitchell is tearing into this race lead, but he will not have enough time if these drivers do not have to pit. Here's DJ Anderson. He's 2.5 laps away here tonight. And yeah, he is in the same mode as Sean Butler. Truck is off and coasting. It would be amazing to see these drivers be able to go 28 laps on fuel. 2 laps to go as the popsicle sticks go up. Right now, I think if you're DJ Anderson, you have made your bed. The strategy has already been played. You are trying to go the rest of the way here on fuel. You don't want to come to pit road. It would be amazing to see him go this far. That truck is pretty much coasting. Still has a 3.5-second race lead over Sean Butler. 14.8, 14.9 over Zach Mitchell. So you don't have to push it. He will get the white flag. Final trip around the speedway here tonight. One final trip around the speedway. Can DJ Anderson bring it back? Will he make it back on fuel? Low line down the back straightaway. You can hear it. Coasting. Is he out of fuel? Is he out? He is out of fuel. DJ Anderson out of fuel out of turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Sean Butler. He's hammered down. It will be DJ Anderson winning here tonight. Anderson across the line, then Sean Butler. Zach Mitchell will finish 3rd with Chris Hammond 4th. James Skelton in 5th. Sean Single back there into the 6th spot here tonight. But it is all about the man who was able to save enough fuel. He's still coasting around the speedway. DJ Anderson running out of fuel going into turn number 4. The truck is absolute dead silent. Hybrid mode around the speedway. Looks like the 3 of Tony Strano also out of fuel on the back straightaway. He will not be able to cross the line here tonight. We'll see where the officials score him. But Anderson will pick up his 2nd win of the season right here. This time at Homestead, Miami here tonight in the Black Rifle Coffee Company 135. I can guarantee you, race fans, we're not going to get any donuts here tonight. Dead in the water right here on the front straightaway. Uh-oh, he found some. Where did he find the fuel, race fans? I don't know, but here it is. He coasted all the way around for a lap and a half. And that might have been it. Somewhere they found some fuel. We'll take a quick break here. We'll be back, though, with the Liquid Motley post-race show here from the Miami Homestead Speedway with your top 3 competitors.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, the delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the Homestead Miami Speedway here tonight for the Black Rifle Coffee Company 135, and these drivers have just competed in 90 laps, one caution flag here back on lap number 8, and then it came down to a fuel strategy with some of the best players in the league trying to figure out who was going to be the cat or mouse here tonight. And we have the official standings here tonight, and he ran out of fuel, race fans. Let's go talk to him. It's the 51 of DJ Anderson. DJ, a great run for you here tonight, but that truck sputtering coming to the end of this one. How were you able to save enough fuel here tonight?
Well, I mean, you ask anybody in this league, I'm the fuel saving master. And, my teammate Sean and I, basically, we were quick. With straight up speed, I think the only person that we thought could challenge us was Max. And with the poor qualifying effort for him, I figured it was our race as long as we didn't make any mistakes. So when that first caution came out, we decided to pit. And just before that last pit stop, I told him we got to start clutching it, so if we're going to make it, because we're going to be about 4 laps short. So we made up that 4 laps, and I made sure I had a little bit extra in the tank so I could do a nice little burnout there.
Yeah, you did the burnout. You let old Bob get a lap back there, but now this puts you at a 2 wins on the season. I mean, this is the best season start you've had here on Monday night.
Yeah, tonight was a redemption race for me. I felt like the last season, the Homestead race being the finale there, I was the car to beat, and that caution at the end, getting caught up in that wreck really ended my night, and I felt like, that was my race to lose, basically, and I ended up losing it on a decision to pit. But, I wanted to come out and win this race and knew I could, and me and Sean were both put in the effort, and we both were fast. And, sometimes the fastest car wins, and sometimes it's the best strategy wins, and tonight I feel like, the fastest 2 cars won with strategy.
Well, congratulations on picking up your 2nd win of the season. Let's roll this red carpet out here side by side here with this all-white number 51. And who do you got to thank for parking in victory lane for the 2nd time this season?
Yeah, I got to thank you for doing this. Love going back and watching it. Red Light Racing, love racing with these guys. And my teammate Sean, him and I put in a lot of effort, and glad to have him back for the full season this year. Was kind of expecting to have a good run for the regular season. It's the playoffs that I'm worried about. But going out is try to get Sean in victory lane and get him into the playoffs and try to both be at Phoenix racing for the championship at the end of this year. But like you said, it's a strong start, and I'm going to keep going out there for those wins.
Well, he picks up his 2nd win. DJ Anderson tonight will pick up the Black Rifle Coffee Company 135 win here from Miami. And sitting back in 2nd, well, it's an old face here this season, back in action. Sean, another great run here on Monday night. Welcome back to the podium again. But how did you do it out there? What was the strategy coming in? Did you have this mindset all night long that it was going to come down to you pushing that clutch in for quite a few laps at the end?
Had no idea we were going to be clutching that much going into this race. We knew we could probably, the way we were running it, we were probably going to be about a lap better than everybody, and that was going to be our strategy, to stay out a little longer and try to make it up at the end. That was our strategy going in, and then that first caution, we're like, we're so close, we got to try it. We're not going to lose that much ground here, and unfortunately, DJ got through the traffic a little quicker than I did, and then that was just pretty much the difference. I was trying to make it up, so I had to save more at the end, and congrats to him for winning.
Did you think at the end of this one, coming out of turn 4, you had a chance to get around it? Because that truck out in front of you looked like it was about 30 miles slower an hour.
When he said he shut it off, I stopped clutching and I just smashed the throttle. I was like, well, if it runs out, it runs out at this point. But, it was that dream that he shut it off too early, but it wasn't meant to be. I mean, he did a great job all night. So, coming home second. 2 good races in a row. I feel like I'm finally getting back into the groove of this thing.
Well, it's a groove that we look forward to watching the rest of the season here before we let you go. Same sponsors on the side of the 88, but got a little more pep there in the voice I can hear. So who do you got to thank?
Just thank DJ, helping me get back in the groove of things, putting up some practices so I can get some more seat time. And then thanks everyone at Red Light. Looking forward to getting back here full time. And then thank you up there in the booth. Looking forward to watching this every week. And you have a good one. And I'll see you next week.
There it is. Sean Butler back full time this season behind the wheel of that 88, and he'll finish P number 2. The driver who looked like he was in the catbird seat, but Zach Mitchell. It won't be 2 in a row for you here. Another strong finish, though, in this 8 machine. Did you think you had the strategy to win this one here tonight?
At that first caution, everybody pitted, and me and the guys at 4X, we were talking about staying out or pitting, and we knew that there's probably 2 guys that could make it, and it's the 2 guys that made it. But overall, I think it was a good decision for us. Gained a bunch of positions for us. Another good night for me. It's been a good start to the season, I can say that.
It has been a good start to the season here as you came in as the overall championship points leader. You will leave tonight here as still the overall points leader. So how does it feel to have a season that has started the way that you have here with a win and a whole bunch of podium finishes to start this one?
It feels good because normally I'm running about 15th to 20th, or I'm hitting the wall on lap 3, and then I just have nothing else left, and then I leave it up to the road course to win. And luckily enough, I won last week. But it's always nice to be able to run consistent at the oval tracks as well.
Well, a great run for you here, and I bet that PC's running good. So who's on the side of this truck that keeps it well cooled?
It's Rich DPC. I can't thank him enough. I'm a computer noob, so he's always answered questions for me. If ever you want a computer, go check him out on Facebook at Rich DPC. But can't thank the guys at Red Light Racing enough for putting the league on, and can't thank you enough, Roger, for putting on the broadcast. And glad you woke up on time this week. Proud of you. But otherwise, it's that is about it.
Go me and go Zach Mitchell there tonight. He'll finish in P number 3 after picking up the win last week. And as he alluded to, I was taking a nap last week, and yes, I apologized for that one. But it is DJ Anderson picking up the win here tonight at Miami. It was Sean Butler also saving enough fuel to finish in second. Then Zach Mitchell. Chris Hammett will be the big mover here tonight. He will finish into the 4th spot with 25 spots gained after a terrible qualifying effort for the Hamminator. And then it's going to be James Skelton. The fisherman will fish in a 5th place finish here tonight, while Sean Single is sitting there into the 6th spot. Max Terrell was 7th. Ethan Troutman will deliver some pizzas here tonight. He will finish in 8th, while Michael Trevarthen falls to 9th, and Tim Combs will rally in to finish into the 10th position. So a great race here tonight at Miami Homestead. Well, where do we go from here is the question. Well, guess what? We get to head to Nashville because we will go to the Nashville Super Speedway. The NASCAR Next Generation Cup cars will be on display on March the 20th. That's the next time we bring you live racing action here on Monday night. But don't forget, you can catch the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Short Track Scrambler Series on Thursday night. They're back in action, and we are going to the smallest track on Thursday night, and that is the Charlotte Legends Oval with the street stock. So make sure to catch that one right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you don't see you on Thursday, race fans, we'll see you back on Monday for more racing action. So for everybody at the Black Rifle Coffee Company, everybody with the Checkered Flag Auto Supply, and everybody at Red Light Racing, I'm Roger Mute with the Turn 3 Racing Network, and we hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the virtual Miami Homestead Speedway.